Wow. Hey Bruno. Wally here, guys. Hey Bruno. No. Ah, it's a good stick. It's a good stick. But is it for me? Don't get on the... Okay. Guys, a question I get asked. A question I'm hoping to answer for you guys today. What is the best bushcraft sleep system? Okay, stay tuned. Give me that stick. What is a bushcraft? What is a sleep system? Doesn't matter what you're doing, a bushcraft sleep system. Okay, so a sleep system is basically a couple of different items put together that make it easier. It's like a one does all system. So you have your sleeping bag, you have your bivy bag, and you have and everything you need in one system that you can take and add to as the seasons change. That does you buy once, the whole thing works for the whole year. Good boy, Bruno. Okay, so what is the best one? That is a very simple and extremely complicated question. Right, so I have lots of them here, right? I have bivy bags and I have sleeping bags and all that stuff, right? And now here's the thing, you will go online and you will buy what they call a 5-piece sleep system, right? And when it turns up, you will go, but there's only 4 things here, or it'll be a 4-piece system, there'll only be 3. Guys, a lot of these places will include the bag that it comes in as a piece of the system, right? Okay, so generally it is a lightweight sleeping bag, a medium weight sleeping bag, a bivy bag, and then the bag that it comes in. So that's a 4-piece system. Now, Bruno, stop now. Stop away now. Go. Look. I know you're cute and all, but go away. I'm trying to make a video. I'm trying to be professional, Bruno. Okay, so I have one right here, right? And here comes Cooter as well. Cooter's only coming because they're sleeping bags and she knows that she can lie on top of one and go to sleep. So look, what I have here is the MMSS sleep system. The military modular sleep system, guys. And this thing is brilliant. Okay, so what I have is I have a medium weight bag, which is the black bag, and I have a lightweight summer bag, which is the green bag. And then, guys, I have the Gore-Tex bivy bag, which is your outer. Okay, so one of these, hey Cooter, one of these on their own is good enough for summer. This one is good enough for autumn, right? Put them all together with your bivy bag, and then you're talking about winter. Now they say it down to -30 with that thing. Don't hold me to that, guys. If you go to the sleeping bag section playlist, all the actual information on these sleeping bags is there, right? But it's massive. It is a massive system, right? It's really big and it's really bulky, right? Okay, so what I have here is I have the medium weight Dutch bag. Okay, right? Now, all these systems work the same way. The US system, there's poppers and you press stud these things in and everything clicks into place and it's very secure. Okay, but then you're carrying steel, so it's heavy. Okay, heavier, right? The UK and the Dutch system and the German systems and all these things, you have little loops like these, right? And you tie one bag into the next, and that's how they work. So it's lighter, but it's fiddlier, right? So you got to boil it down to a couple of different questions, right? Sorry, and I have a bivy bag here. This would be the English bivy bag. This is the MTP camo bivy bag. Guys, I have a Carinthia German Army bivy bag there, and I have the very excellent thermal cloak from Varusteleka here, which perfectly matches my jacket because they're the same camo. Okay, right, so if you are thinking about buying a sleep system, this is the questions that I would weigh up, right? 1, what gear do you have at home and can you make a sleep system out of that? 2, how much are you willing to spend? And 3, how much are you willing to carry, right? Now, this is the thing. Sleep systems are modular, so that in the summer you carry less weight. Okay, so you carry a smaller bag and work it like that, right? Does that make sense? You're putting all this together, it takes up a massive amount of room in your rucksack. So you're getting into your big winter rucksack and stuff then, right? For me, and for a long time, I actually had my own sleep system, right? So what I figured out a good few years ago, guys, was that I actually used to put a down bag inside a synthetic bag, right? When I was an outdoor instructor. I'd never heard of a sleep system or anything like that, and then I would get into a bivvy bag, right? What I did then was more recently, is I had a Corinthia Defence 4, and what I figured out was that you could tie the Tropen bag into the inside of it. The Tropen, the British Army lightweight bag is a copy of the Tropen bag, so I bought one of them for about 12 quid, and it ties in perfectly to the inside of it, and that gives you a full winter sleep system with a bivvy bag. For me, it didn't cost me a lot of money. Now, the British Army sleep system, guys, if you go to the Go Army website, which is linked down below, you can buy the intermediate bag, the lightweight bag and the medium bag and everything together. I think it was about £75. Don't quote me on that, guys, because surplus is shooting through the roof. Guys, that is a full, you combine that with a bivvy bag, and that is an absolute bomb-proof winter sleep system. Okay, overkill for most things that you're going to need in Ireland or in the UK and stuff like that. Now, for me personally, I threw the stick and he actually caught it in midair. For me personally, what my sleep system is right now, it is this. Okay, this is a Corinthia Defence 4. Now, I love the Corinthia Defence 4. That is not a surprise to any of you guys at all. Okay, so the Corinthia Defence 4 is an absolutely bomb-proof, a Bushcraft classic sleeping bag. Okay, and this is the Varusteleka version, and this is on sale at the minute, right? So Varusteleka got these specially made in the Swedish or in the Finnish MO5 camo. This one comes with a built-in liner. Okay, right now your liner will also add an extra temperature rating to your bag. Okay, now what I do with this is that I use this year round. It's very rarely I don't use it, because I like being really warm when I'm out sleeping. Okay, because I don't tent, I just sleep out in the ground with a tarp over me, right? So this is absolutely snugly. You get into this, it's just brilliant. And this has got a Nomex foot box for sleeping beside the fire. Not that I've ever used this, right? Now, what I will do is I will combine this with this, which is a Corinthia Defence. No, it's not a Defence anything. It's a Corinthia German Army Gore-Tex bivvy bag, guys, and this is actual Gore-Tex. This is very cool. It has a center zip, which marries up with the center zip on this. Okay, which is perfect. Now, when the temperature gets down low, right, what I will do is I will take my cloak and I will substitute the bivvy bag for the cloak, right, because the cloak has got 60 grams of insulation in it as well. So this is basically your inner, this is replacing my inner bag, and it's also replacing my outer Gore-Tex bivvy bag, guys. Okay, so it is insulated and it is waterproof. Now, I have had no issues with sweat or anything like that, guys. I don't, you know, because it's open at the top. Do you know what I mean? I've never had an issue with it. But guys, remember, how much are you willing to spend? How much are you willing to carry? And do you have two sleeping bags at home that are of various levels that you can just stick one inside the other to get you through a cold winter camp, guys? Because remember, you're not going to be doing a lot of them. Now, if you are heading away somewhere and, you are going to Finland or something like that for an Arctic trip or something, guys, really, but you know, if you're watching this video and you're heading to Finland or for an Arctic trip, you already know that you need really good gear. There's no point in me telling you. Okay, so that's it. Bushcraft sleep kits, guys. Have a Google, have a look around. There's bargains out there. Making your own is very cheap, a very cheap, cost-effective way to get it done. But if you want the best, guys, buy something from Corinthia. Thanks for watching. Stay frosty. Burn on! Woo-hoo-hoo. Up, up, and up.